Hey everybody, I hope all of you are having a fantastic Halloween weekend. This week has been a tough week for many of us, and if my shirt gives you any idea as to what I am referring to, yes, I am referring to the Season 7 premiere of The Walking Dead. Negan happened and we lost 2 more characters on the show, and one very dear character. Now, if you have not watched the Season 7 premiere of The Walking Dead, you really shouldn't be watching this video because I'm about to talk spoilers, and at this point, it's not really much of a spoiler because it is all over social media. With that being said, I lost it watching this season premiere. I kind of saw it coming, but the way it played out, I can honestly say that this episode made me feel like I was going to throw up. I really felt that way. At the end of the episode, I was just done. Now, am I done with this show? No. I'm one of those people that I will stick with a show if I've been watching it since season 1. And I have been watching this show for a while now, and I have to see what happens. It's just, I'm still heartbroken. Glenn is dead. Abraham is dead. And it's hard coming to terms with that. Now, I have several friends that read the comics, and they knew that this was coming, and they hinted at it to me as well. So I was a little prepared, but the way it happened, just mad props to the makeup and effects department in the way they did everything in this scene. Everything was just really amped up and it blew everyone's minds. I have friends with very strong stomachs that felt just as nauseous as I did after watching this episode. And yeah, they did their job. They did their job right. I think that was what they were gearing towards in the way this played out. Negan is the villain, the huge villain we have all been waiting for. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is incredible. I have seen him on a lot of different shows and he never disappoints. And I'm going to go ahead and make a little statement here because I heard talk about this and it really infuriated me. Now, a lot of people I've seen posts where people are threatening to spit in Jeffrey Dean Morgan's face at different conventions and such, and no, do not do this. He is a human being. He's an artist. Don't do that. That's not okay. That's going to destroy the fun for everyone else. I just had to go ahead and say this because when I saw that people were threatening to do this to him because of what Negan did, what his character did to Glenn and Abraham, just no. So basically, there were moments in this episode that I really enjoyed, but a lot of other ones that I was just not feeling. I thought that it was a little bit too drawn out. I kind of got tired after a while. It was just, sometimes things are just over dramatized and it was just so much, and I got to the point where I was just, no. And when it finally happened, when we finally saw what happened to everyone, because at one point they show a flash of Rick imagining everyone's death, and then we just see that it was just the 2. My heart couldn't deal after this episode, and I needed a drink, as I need one right now, so just excuse me for a moment. Yeah, it's one of those episodes that you just gotta hang on and go for the ride and try not to fall off, because yeah, you are going to feel sick afterwards. You're gonna feel sick after watching this episode. The way that they killed Glenn also really affected me because first they killed Abraham, and I thought if the first thing that was going to happen was they were going to kill Glenn and that was going to be that. No. Apparently Abraham is way past his due. He already died in the comic books, and Glenn was supposed to be killed as well. So this was them killing two birds with one stone. And the cause of Glenn's death. Now, I am not mad at Daryl, really, but I expected some kind of outburst to happen after Abraham's death, but seeing Glenn get beaten to a pulp affected me way more than Abraham, especially because we're also seeing the effect it has on Maggie, because Maggie has lost her father, Herschel, and Beth as well, her sister. And now she's lost her husband. And it's just like the ultimate blow. It is the one character that just is it's gonna break your heart, because he has been on the show since season 1. He has been on the show from the get-go, helped Rick get to where he needed to be when he needed to be there, and yeah. I'm not okay after this episode, and doing this video can only be done with a drink in hand. It is that hard to talk about, and I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel going into the second episode of the season. I'm really wary now. I'm extremely wary of going into the next episode, but I'm going to go ahead and watch it and hope that my heart isn't broken as bad as it was broken when Glenn Rhee was killed. That was not cool. That was not cool, and Negan did his job. He seriously did his job. He is definitely in my top list of best villains ever now. All in all, this episode was definitely like a bat to the head. I'm not even joking. I could feel that bat as Glenn's head was getting bashed in. I could feel that bat as Abraham's head was getting bashed in. It was very painful to watch. It was done pretty damn well. I had some issues with certain moments. I think the biggest issue was how drawn out it was. But it is The Walking Dead, and it is the one show that kills a lot of the characters, so I was expecting to be heartbroken anyways. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, comment, like, what have you, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.